Hello, it's the Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time we are showcasing the brand new American premium medium tank, the ASTRON REX 105. Now this is the Season Pass Ultimate Bundle reward, the 6,000 gold Season Pass. And it's just come out today and I wanted to just showcase you the tank. I've got 3 replays in it and you can see whether, my thoughts on the tank and whether it's worth you picking up. Before I go on with the replay, I'm just going to briefly go over the statistics of the tank. If you want a more detail in the statistics, it's a good idea to watch Petty's 360's video because he does a lot of good information in the garage of the statistics. But I'll go over it briefly. It's basically a stealthy, quick medium tank with a 5-shot autoloader, 320 alpha per shot. It's got 10 degrees gun depression, and I run all the camo perks on the tank because I've got my concealment down to around 274, and it's really nice. But like I say, they're just briefly what the tank's about. I'd rather just show you the tank in my replays, and we can go over what's happening then. So I'm going to stop rambling on. We'll get on with the replays, and let's see what this tank can do. Okay, so let's get started. Here we are on the first replay on Sand River, tuned up the Petty 360. Now, believe it or not, the first 3 games I had in this tank are actually all 3 replays in this video. And yeah, so I ended up having some 3 nice games in a row. The first one being this game here on Sand River, where we are going to push nice and early to the start, see if we can get any assistance, spot anyone crossing, see if we can catch anyone out. I should say as well today that we have had the new changes to RT and also the new ribbons, which you'll see if you get in the chance to play. The ribbons are really nice. The RT, I haven't had enough time to really decide if that's good or a bad thing as of yet. But one thing you will notice is there's now an RT indicator which just popped up on the screen. That lets you know that artillery is aiming. Now that is a really nice addition because now we know that the artillery is aiming in on us. So onto the game, we've got one shot into something crossing, which is nice. We're still going to look to see if we can get any more assistance and see if we can spot anything. Because the majority of our team do seem to be playing in the sort of sand dunes. Now this Rex has got caught out in the open, so I'm going to take this opportunity to see if we can dump our clip. We get 2 shots, we get 1 shot in, we're going to get the second shot in, and we do manage to finish it off, picking up our first kill. And now we're going to try and dump that 1 shot into our last remaining shot, into this KB4, and see if we can get the perfect clip, which we do manage to do, and get the fire and get the kill at the end as well. Now we're going to go back onto reload. It's actually got a decent reload for considering it's got 5 shots in the clip. I think the reload's about 227, maybe 24 potentially with food activated. So you do have a decent reload. It doesn't feel like you're sitting on reload all the time, and you do have the mobility in this tank to reposition to different positions while you're on reload, and look to see if you can get a better angle to get your clip off. But again, at this moment of time, I'm still looking to see when he got any shots in. I'd probably like to try and push over and get towards their base to spot up the campers in the base if I can, because I need to act quickly because I know we don't have much defending our base, so I want to try and win one side as quickly as I can so I can get back and defend the base if at all possible. We get 2 shots into that Jag Tiger. I managed to pick up the kill and sort of take him out with the help of Petty there, putting us on to 3 kills and 2,000 damage. Unfortunately, we're getting punished, so we're going to have to go the low ground through the riverbed. And now I want to try and get to the location where I know I will be safe to spot the enemy team in their base. And with all the guns behind me on the right hand side of these sand dunes, there's a good chance I might be able to pick up some assistance if I am able to spot them. So we spotted the first TD. We're going to poke a little bit higher to see if there's anything else camping there. And we do spot this 50 TP, which I'm now hoping I'm out to pick up a little bit of assistance from this tank. And with our 10 degrees of gun depression, we may be able to pop out and get a shot in. And yeah, so far, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't played a lot of tanks in this game, because a lot of games in this tank, so I kind of rushed to get the video out for you. But what I have played, I must say, I really enjoy it. I like the fact that you have that decent camo, which we'll see in some of the other games. I like the speed and mobility. I like the clip off the tank. The only sort of negatives I'll say is it does have low standard penetration of 190 on the AP rounds and not great shell velocity. And then on the premium rounds, which I'm using, you've got 250 penetration, and then you do have quicker shell velocity because obviously it's the APCR rounds. The gun, yeah, that's probably the only negative, the low penetration. As for armour, you can bounce shots when you're top tier, but it's certainly not armour I'd rely upon. Obviously the cupola is reasonably big and it has, it's pretty easy to pen. But yeah, if you hold down using your gun depression, you may bounce the occasional shot. But the enemy team have now all pushed our base, and I need to full send to try and get the reset, otherwise we're going to lose this game. It's on 16 seconds, so I'm fully aware that I'm probably going to get shot doing this, but I don't really have an opportunity, there's no choice if we want to not try and lose this game to cap out. But it's looking like I've not actually got the shots, and yeah, I think we're going to lose. I think it's all over, and then some hero actually got the reset in, which has bought us that little bit extra time to try and get to the base to get the resets in. Again, I'm going to go for the resets because I have no choice and I'm running out of time. But I'm a little bit concerned I am going to get shot from D6 when I pop up to try and get these resets in. But if I don't get the reset in, like I say, we're going to lose. So I've just got to give it a go. So I'm going to pop up, try and use my gun depression on this ridge. I'm looking to get a shot at the object 257, but he's behind the wreck. So I'm going to swap and shoot the UDES, which was actually carrying most of the cap points anyway. Now at this point, I should have just ducked straight back down and gone into the lower ground while I had the time on the reset, because I was going to get shot from that D7 like I was saying. But not to worry, we do manage to get the resets in, which should just buy our team enough time to get the win. And I'm not going to leave me rambling on. I'll play a bit of music and let's just get to the score screen. Okay, so there we have it for the first replay. We get 3 kills, basically 4,000 damage, first class, defender, and around 3,000 assistance. So yeah, that's it for the first replay, but 2 more still to come. So I will see you in a bit for the second replay of the video. Okay, so moving on to replay number 2, which is actually the second game I had in the tank. Here, platooned again with Petty 360, who's also playing the Rex, and we are top tier on Lakeville. So Petty is going to play the hill on the left. I'm actually going to go and play my usual position on the Lakeville at the start of the game. See if we can get any punish on anyone crossing, and see if we can get any nice early damage in. We can use this bush here because it does have, like I say, it does have decent camo, this tank, when you use the camo perks as well. And yeah, we're going to see it's also quite a small tank, so you can sort of quite low profile, which is good for evading shots as well, easier to hide your tank. So we're seeing this opportunity to get a few shots in the Scorpion G. I was going to test out the camo. We're shooting through double bushes by the looks of it, and we're actually managed to get 2 shots into Scorpion G, putting the Scorpion G onto that 1 shot. We're looking to see if we can get any finishes in, but now we've got this King Tiger crossing, so we're going to try and dump the clip in. We do get lit, but we're going to, we've got limited opportunity in this shots in this Tiger while he's in the open, so we are going to make the most of that, and we actually managed to get 4 out of the 5 shots in, which is nice. We're now going to go back into reload, and while we're on reload, we'll use this bush again just to see if we can, well, basically spot any enemy tanks, see if we can get any potential assistance. But our heavy tank sort of pushed up quite fast, so he is actually spotting this T-77 in the open. Unfortunately, I'm on reload, so I don't have the opportunity to dump my clip, which is a shame because it would have been nice to punish, maybe track that T-77 when they're in the open. But we do get our sixth sense and targeting's going off again. But the good thing is also this tank does have a good traction reverse, so we're able to actually sort of reverse back really quickly and get out of the way of dodge basically when we get detected like that, which obviously is really good for evading those shots. We chance one onto the King Tiger there till we can finish him off. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen, but then we get spotted by this AT7 blind. So yeah, good shot by him, good guess. But now it is lit for that, and we're going to see if we can get any shots in. We bounce the first one off the cupola, but we do get the second one in, damaging his ammo rack. We go for the third shot, and we do get that one in blind as well, picking up a nice bit of extra damage. And then we're going to look to see if we get the finish on this King Tiger. Be patient, wait till he shows himself, and we pick up the kill. And that's a good start, really. Got 2,000 damage, picked up a kill, and we sort of made the most out of that position. We're now going to move forward and see if we can get any better angles on the enemy team. Now our team's sort of progressed through the town. That gives us the option to sort of move further forward and see if we can get any nice side shots and things like this T-77, for example, which you must have got stuck there earlier. Unfortunately for me, he's just got protection behind that building at the moment, so I'm going to move further forward. We do spot the piggy as we approach. We don't really have the proper shots, but now this T-70 we've got caught in the open. We're going to try and put a shot through his drive wall to track him in place so we can dump the remaining of our clip. We do track him, but we also set him on fire, and we ended up picking up the kill, putting us on to 3,000 damage. So now we're just looking for a home for our final two shots. We got the Fun Police, obviously, which we was going to go for that, but then this light tank was sort of driving around, so I'm going to try and get a shot into the light tank. Maybe I should have just taken out the Fun Police, because he is actually targeting at me and aiming a shot. Thankfully for me, that he did actually miss that shot, but he will be reloaded before me, especially now with the buff to the reload. But I'm hoping he's going to get taken out by our friendly teams before he's got a chance to fire, and that is what happens. So now it's just a case of trying to get our last clipping. We've probably only got time, potentially time for one more clip now, and we want to make sure we pen all these shots to make the most out of this game, because it is sort of, the enemy team is crumbling. Scorpion G's fired on the one shot, put that shot in, pick up another kill, putting us under 4,000 damage, 3 kills. And now we've got this other Rex which is distracted, so we're going to see if we can finish this Rex before it gets a chance to retaliate. We get one in, we get two in, we don't hire enough to finish him off, but we are able to finish off for the final shot. And now we just want to make sure we pen our last shot onto this Leo, give it a ram to try and give any extra bit of damage we can. We do pick up an extra sort of 90 damage on the end. And that brings us an end to replay number 2. So let's get to the garage and we can see how we got on before moving on to the final replay of the video. We pick up 4 kills, 5,300 damage, a tiny bit of assistance. Still first class. The first class, when the tank first comes out, the ace is set fairly high. But we'll move on to the third replay now and see how we got on to the final replay of the video. Okay, so here we are for the final replay on Kanis. Again, tuned up with Petty 360 in the Fun Police. Dun dun dun. And let's see what we can get done. Now we're going to make use of the mobility from this spawn, and we are going to push an aggressive position because we are top tier. And we know that we've got Petty in the Fun Police. We can see if we can pick up any assistance off the start of the game and see if we can catch anyone out in the open early and get a little bit of punish. So we're going to head over there now. Like I said, this is a start off position I do quite like using when you've got a tank with good mobility, especially with good gun depression as well. From this spawn, and you catch out tanks like this, which you now getting all lit, caught in the open. I've managed to spot the tanks, picked up a little bit of assistance, got a cheeky bit of damage at the start by myself, and now we're looking to get shots into this Ragnarok, where we're making use out of the 10 degrees of gun depression this tank does have. Picking up 1,000 assistance there, 1,000 damage of our own. We're looking to see if we can get any more shots in. But that T-34 black is looking at us, is hard aiming us, so we do have to be conscious of that to make sure that we're not going to overextend and get shot unnecessarily into the T-34. The Ragnarok is running, but we're keeping these tanks lit, and we are picking up assistance. So far this position served us well. You know, we picked up 1,500 assistance, 1,000 damage, and then we managed to get a shot into Tiger P as well. But we are down to 1 shot remaining. This T-44 is running. We're going to hope to try and finish him off before he goes. We eat a trade for doing so, but probably worth it if we take a tank out of the game. And now I'm thinking about, now these tanks are leaving this position, like this T-34 to our right, I'm going to consider actually moving from this location, because it works well at the start, but there's no use to really stay there once the position's sort of been done. Basically, I feel like I've milked what there is out of this position. I'm now looking to try and relocate and see where else we can get shots in. So that's what's going through my mind at the moment, and this is where I'm going to try and make my decision. I've decided to go back, come back through the middle, and see if we can take any shots on those tanks which are in the middle of the map. See if we can help our friendly medium greenie out on the right. And get a bit more damage for ourselves. We get one into the T-71 American Tier 7 light tank, putting them onto a 1-shot, which is good. I would like to finish that tank off if I could, because it's just got an annoying angle for us. But I'm not overly concerned for that light tank. It's quite awkward for me to push that light tank out at the moment. So what I'm considering doing is actually full sending the Tier 6 M25 light tank, and then hope that other light tank will then present a shot for us later on. Even if I am going to get shot and potentially get shot in the rear for doing so, I felt like it's worth it. So we get one in, we're hoping to get the finish, we get the second one in, and then that American light tank has ran anyway, which is good news for us because it allows us to have a chance to aim our shot, see if we can get one into the Thunderbolt. Putting this on to 2,600 damage, 2,000 odd assistance, blocked about 1,000 and picked up 2 kills. We're also in a really nice position now because we're the furthest forward on our team, which means we've got a good chance of actually picking up more assistance when we light the enemy teams. But this Firefly is coming for us. I am on reload, but it's only a tier 5 tank. I'm not that worried. He actually does bounce us. We was going to push for the kill, but we see that the Fun Police is now aiming in on us. So we're trying to keep behind this rock to keep us protected from that. The enemy Falcon T-92 is full sending to its death. It tries to circle us, but we pick up 2 kills. So we pick up a kill and pick up 2 extra shots of damage, which was really good. Maybe he thought I was on reload. And now we're going to try and get a shot into this Crunchers crossing across the map, dump the rest of our clip, and try and make most out of all the damage. And again, that's a lovely clip, penning each shot, putting us onto 4,000 damage, 2,000 assistance. Only 5 tanks remaining. We're on reload. We've got this American light tank in the front. We've got the 1-shot Cruncher coming from behind. I'm just hoping that that Cruncher's going to get taken out so I don't have to turn, because I'm in a bit of a sandwich situation here. But the Rover thankfully takes out the Cruncher, finishes him off, and then Petty takes out the light tank in the Equalizer. And now I've got an opportunity to shoot this TD, which is caught out in the open, give myself another kill. And there is only 2 tanks remaining, so we know exactly where they are. We've got the Thunderbolt up the base, we've got the Fun Police at the base. It's all about the race to who gets there first. We've got 3 shots, so we only need 2 of them, but we've got the freedom of, you know, even if we bounce one, you know, we can take them out with the other one. And sorry, now we only need two of the shots because the Fun Police has just got shot. Fun Police does chance a shot at us, but it doesn't go in, thankfully. And now we should be safe to them, and we're just racing. Me and this medium tank here are racing for the kill on this Thunderbolt. So we're looking to get the kill. Unfortunately, I missed the first shot. I wanted to turn left and just eat a shot and just take it, but I was kind of getting blocked by my friendly teammate. But now I'm able to get round, and we do pick up the kill. And now, do we get to get the top gun by picking up the Fun Police? Yes, we do. We just managed to squeeze it in the end, bringing us an end to the video. And let's just see how we got on. We got 6 kills, 5,000 damage, 2,200 base XP, about 3,000 assistance, and about 2,000 blocks. We get the high caliber, the ace tanker, and that is it. Yeah, so that is the tank. I mean, my opinions, yeah, it's a bit of me, to be honest. I like quick, mediums, stealthy mediums. I really enjoy the tank. So yeah, I would say it's worth it, but obviously Yeah, that's just my opinion, but hopefully you've seen enough in the video to make your own mind up. But as always, thank you so much for your support, and as always, happy tanking.
Enemy in sight! Hadouken!